Hello and welcome back to Colonial Airstream. My name is Patrick Botticelli and I'm a salesperson here at Colonial Airstream, and today I want to show you the all-new 2025 Airstream International 30 RBT. This trailer is 31 feet 2 inches from the ball to the bumper. It's only 9 feet 7 from the ground to the top of the air conditioning, 8.5 feet wide, and it has an interior headroom of 6 feet 7 inches. It's 6,600 pounds dry before options and cargo, and has an 8,800 pound gross vehicle weight rating. That gives you a 2,200 pound net cargo carrying capacity, and the hitch weight is only 900 pounds. Today I'm going to walk you through the outside of the trailer quickly because I know you want to see the inside. Let me describe this floor plan. It has a front lounge seat that slides out and makes into a bed, which is 39 by 76. It also has a dinette table that folds down and makes into a bed, which is similar in size, a center galley kitchen, a wardrobe pantry area in the hallway, and it has a split bath with a toilet on one side of the hallway with your vanity, a shower on the other, and then in the back it has twin beds, but it's also available with a queen bed. There's 2 interior decors available. Aqua is what we're going to be looking at today, but there's also seashell, which is a light gray ultra leather interior. All right, outside we have a power zip-D awning with sunbrella material. Beautiful, fantastic material. Look at that style there. The awning needs to be put away whenever you're not actively sitting underneath it. It's also adjustable with buttons on the inside. You could tilt one side down. You always want to make sure you're at the highest side by your entry door, and always check the weather. The trailer is made out of aluminum sheets on the side, all buck riveted in place. There's aluminum ribs, there's insulation, and then you have aluminum skin on the inside. The subfloor is a composite floor material, so it's not flake board, it's not particle board, it's not plywood. It's one-piece composite. What's great about that is there's no tongue and groove seams. It has great screw retention, has a little bit of insulating factor, but it will not rot if it gets wet. You have vinyl flooring throughout on the inside, double entrance step. You can fold it up if you just want one step visible, and you can completely tuck it away when you're in transport. The whole underbelly of the trailer is completely wrapped up in aluminum. The trailer has a steel frame down below, and then there's also insulation in the underbelly. New for 2025, Airstream has power stabilizing jacks available on the International. So previously it was available just on Pottery Barn and Classic and Globetrotter. Now it's available on the International as a standard feature. It still has the nuts that stick out so you can manually adjust them once you get them close to the ground. You also have a step light here. Airstream is an RV manufacturer certified green. This trailer got the Emerald rating, which is the best. And there's a grab handle to get into the entry door, screen door with screen door guards, and you have 6 rivets on stainless steel hinges here. This covers the gap. You got a gutter rail over the entry door, and then look at the bottom of the awning where it meets the body. That's all metal wrapped. When you roll the awning up, none of the awning material is exposed. Now, if you had an RV before with one of those vinyl awnings, it's always that whenever you open it, water just drips out everywhere because the awning gets completely drenched and it's always soggy. Not this awning. And then check this out. LED light strip. It's even dimmable underneath the awning. Gives you really nice ambiance. The entrance door detaches from the screen door. It's insulated. You got a double lock system with a deadbolt. New entry door handle. You always want to make sure whenever you transport the trailer that it's always locked and deadbolted. At the center of the trailer is a belt line that covers the 2 seams of aluminum. On the bottom here is the rub rail, which covers the seam of the aluminum here with the underbelly. You got aluminum hinges there at the entry door, a catch for the door so it doesn't blow on a windy day. You got tinted safety glass windows. These porthole windows are all buck riveted in place. Cooktop ventilation with latches you could open. 30,000 BTU propane furnace. You have an outside electrical outlet that's not inverted, so you have to be plugged into shore power to use it. And then this is the compartment to bring down your power stabilizer jacks. And they're not meant to level, so you don't lift the trailer off the ground and leveling with this. And it's also lockable, so no one messes with them when you're not by the trailer. Double axle trailer, rubber torsion axle, has never lube hubs, never adjust brakes, 225/75. R15 tires, these are Goodyear Endurance, load range E, so they're inflatable up to 80 psi and maximum speed at 80 miles an hour. This has a 53-gallon freshwater tank. This is the freshwater tank fill, and it's lockable, so you can lock that. And then between the axles, there's a low point train. One thing I want to mention is each one of the axles on each side of the trailer has a shock absorber, and you always want to check your tire pressure and lug nut torque before every single trip. And if you drive a long distance, 8 hours, check it the next morning. Always best practice. Lockable, insulated, weather sealed outside compartment. You have your tool for the stabilizer jacks to make those final adjustments. Manual override for your hitch jack. Outside quick disconnect port for your low pressure grill that you could buy, the hook into the quick disconnect in the front. You have a tool here, a multi-tool, and then it has a tool to operate the window awnings, which are on the back and the side of the trailer. And then inside each one of those compartments, they give you a rubber mat to protect the floor, and there's even a light to illuminate the area at night. Airstream's very mindful of that. And then you got a beautiful international medallion here. You got a rear bedroom window. This is a stacked window, so you got a porthole in the bottom and a 30-inch wide window up top. And in the back, you got that signature rear panoramic window. Look at that. This middle window opens, the two side windows open, and you have a lot of windows up front that open. Cast aluminum taillight housings. You got rear bumper storage. This lifts up, and you can throw things in here as long as you're okay getting wet, you know, blocks of wood, wheel chocks, anything that's dirty. Polished aluminum rear bumper with caps on the end, protect your leg. You got a rear trunk storage. You get the most amount of storage with a twin bed model. If this was a queen, you would just have this one back storage. It'll be a little bit deeper. And then back here, there's a 50 amp power cord. Colonial Airstream gives you that adapter that goes from 50 to 30. We also give you an adapter that goes from 30 to 20 or 15, so you can plug it at home and charge it. With 50 amp, you can run both air conditioners. Comes standard with a 15,000 BTU air conditioning up front and a 13,500 BTU bedroom air conditioning. Both have heat pumps built in, and they're both ducted. It's one entire ductwork system. Another light in this compartment, another rubber mat here. License plate bracket. Look up top there, you got your wireless backup camera. Comes with a monitor that's loose, plugs into a 12-volt socket in your tow vehicle. You turn on your parking lights or headlights, and that will power up that camera. You can keep it on the whole entire time when you're driving. It's always best practice to keep those headlights or parking lights on when you're towing so you're more visible. It's the most mindful thing to do, especially for other drivers. You want to make sure they know when you're coming over a hill that you got a big load behind you. Open the rear window awning. You can just pull it by hand or use your tool. And this swings over in this little cup here and locks it in place. And they even give you some Velcro to snap that up there. Look at that. Isn't that cool? Again, this trailer is only 9 feet 7 from the ground to the top of air conditioning, 8.5 feet wide. When you park this next to like a typical white box type trailer, this is more compact. You can do some state and national parks, have easy access. Another compartment here on the side. Another light in this compartment. This one is a little bit bigger than the other side. Same key locks all your compartments. And it's a different key than most RVs have. They're all keyed alike, right? So Airstream uses a different key for their compartments than the industry standard. This is your travel latch. Just swing that over, pull on this. And because this is a stacked window, the window won't rub this when you're opening it, so you could hook it onto this little hook. And there's another window here by the bathroom, and another awning. This hooks on. You got 2 large windows over your dinette and another window there in the lounge. Lots of windows on this model. Now, coming back here, you have 36-gallon gray waste tank and 36-gallon black waste tank. Black is toilet, gray is sink and shower. On this particular model, the bathroom sink, the gray water that you put in there goes into your black tank. Not so bad. If you spitting toothpaste in there, you probably want that in your black tank instead of your gray tank. Just take the cap off, snap on the waste hose we give you here. Always open your black tank first, pull that out. Let it run through, close it, open your gray. That will help wash out your waste hose. And then Airstream builds in a high pressure black tank flush that says black tank flush. After you empty the black tank and you're done using it for a little while, instead of putting it in storage dirty, you could hook a garden hose to this connection here, leave the handle open, let it spray out all that residual waste out of your tank, and it probably won't smell when you pull it out of storage. It's always best practice to do that every single trip before you put it away in storage. Over here is your outside utility shower with hot and cold water. It's nice to spray down after going to the beach, or just spray down some of your equipment outside. City water connection with water pressure regulator built in. You take the little cap off, you hook up your freshwater hose that we give you here at Colonial. This supplies water to all your plumbing. It does not fill your freshwater tank. The fill is separate on the other side of the trailer. Over here is your inlet. You have an Ethernet port, so if you want to do some type of Starlink, you can plug it in here. There's another plug on the inside. You get cable or satellite for a campground, and then you also have your 50-amp shore power connection. Just snaps right in. No twisty, locky type designs that no one ever gets right and they melt their power cords. That just plugs in, solid contact. This has the Girard tankless water heater. This runs on propane, and the controls in the bathroom. You basically just set your temperature and go. Over here, we have another compartment. Lots of storage on this one on the outside. Look at all that. You got another light in this one too. Another stabilizer jack point over here. And then somewhere underneath, we got to step back and see, oh yeah, in the back, we have a waste hose storage tube. So when you're done with your waste hose, you take the cap off and you can slide the waste hose right in over there. Up front, we have our VIN number, tire information, tire pressure, tire size. It's all right here. Stainless steel wrap protectors that protect the body from rocks. It's on a hinge. You could take the nuts off and swing them out and clean leaves and debris out from behind them. You have solar stone guards to protect your glasses, like Lexan material. And they're sacrificial, so you hit a big enough rock, it's gonna crack this, but it won't shatter your glass. Take the 2 tethers, lift up, spin the knurl knob, get your height you want, and you can open up your window. Take a screwdriver, turn a quarter turn, these swing out and lift off so you can clean your glass, right? You wanna clean your glass occasionally. This has a 5-inch boxed frame. It's all steel frame. 2 5/16" ball. Trailer breakaway cable. And I always say it in every video. I'm going to say it again because we always get calls. Never pull this out and leave it out. It will drain your batteries rapidly and it damages the magnets in the brakes. Very expensive boo-boo if you make that mistake. Pull it out, put it back in. You only need to pull it out sometimes if you're trying to hook up and it gets tangled. Otherwise, leave it in. You got a light here. You could bring the jack up and down, and you could take the cap off, and you could crank it up and down by hand if your battery system failed. Your vehicle's going to need electric brake controller and a 7-way. So this is your standard trailer 7-way. This plugs in, and this will operate turn signals, brake lights, and the brake controller will send signal through this different voltage, and it will activate the brakes on the trailer. Over here, we have a propane quick disconnect. Take off this little caps, swing this back, turn on the gas, and that will work for a low pressure grill. So not like a huge grill from your house. If you're gonna do that, just hook that directly up to one of your propane tanks. There's two 30-pound bottles in here. Colonial Airstream fills these for you, so you leave here with full tanks. There's a nut here that you undo, and you can lift this bottle cover completely off. The nut holds down the clamp, which holds down the tanks, and they're auto switch over, so you could switch from this bottle, or you could switch to this bottle. There's a sight gauge. There's this red, which shows you they're empty. If it's green, you have propane on board. You can turn on both bottles and let it do the auto switch over, or you could just leave one on and run one at a time and know when one's empty and manually switch it over to the next. In this thick metal, look at this lid here. Most trailers have like plastic battery boxes, not Airstream. When you go from Caravel up, it's got that metal battery box. This has the optional 300 watts of solar with 200 amp hours of lithium batteries with heat. So these are battle born. They're 12-volt batteries. This is lockable. And then over here, there's a heat switch, which is hidden right here. So these batteries have little heaters built into them. If you want the trailer to charge when it's below about 42 degrees, you turn on the heat switch and it'll allow it to charge off of shore power or off the solar. Without that on, if it's below temperature, it will not charge. You can still operate and use the trailer, but if you want them to charge, you got to get them at the proper heat. There's also a solar quick disconnect port here on the side. So if you want to add more solar than the 300 watts that's on the roof, you get solar panel that's portable, position out in the sun, and if the trailer's in the shade, well, that solar array will charge the batteries in the trailer. If you want them both to charge, you'll need the solar charge controller that's already in the trailer, the one on the portable panels, and you'll need an extra one, a third one. And there's also a spare tire over here, same size as the regular tires. You pull that pin, you slide this one across, drop it down. And don't forget to check your tire pressure on that too before your trip, right? Last thing you want to get a flat tire and then find out your spare tire is low on air too and no way to pump it up. Always be prepared, always be mindful of trip spoilers, right? And then that shiny thing in the bottom of the battery box, that is the VIN plate. So now, one more thing before we go inside. Let's take a look at the roof. In the front of the trailer, there's a fantastic fan. There's an antenna. You got two air conditioners. You got two skylights. You have a shower fan. You got a bathroom fan. 3 100-watt of solar, and there's a cap up on the roof. It's a pre-wire if you want to do the Airstream Connect Wi-Fi router. If you notice, the roof is white. It's still aluminum, but there's a white coating that allows great adhesion for the caulking that goes around all the items, as well as it reflects the sunlight and keeps the interior temperature down a lot cooler than what it is outside. Let's head inside. I cannot wait to show you this layout and the decor. All right, welcome to the space. Like I mentioned before, you got a lounge area up in the front, a dinette that folds into a bed, and a large center galley kitchen. Look at all the windows, look at all the light in here. That's one thing I love about Airstream is all the windows and the light that they give. You got Vista View windows up top, you got your skylight over here, and you could really darken it down if you want to just make it a little bit darker in here. So let's go through the whole interior. I guess we'll start over here. You got a welcome mat at the entry door, you got your vinyl flooring throughout. There's the window sticker. The MSRP, the base MSRP is $141.2. You got a couple options, $5,100 for the solar with the lithium batteries and $475 for the convection microwave. Between destination of $2,500 and the fuel surcharge of $200, you got a total MSRP of $149,475. And this is the new 2025 pricing. They haven't gone up that much. You got a grab handle here by the entry door. You got a bumper over the entry door. You got some areas here you can hang some items. You got an electrical outlet, furnace duct, fire extinguisher over here. You got your main battery disconnect. For 2025, they incorporated, before you could leave the battery system off completely but leave the inverter on. Now, if you hit this, you can shut them both down at once. You have all your light switches here. You got indirect lights in the cabinets. You got underlighting. You have your ceiling lights, which are dimmable, and the awning control. So I could turn the awning on and off from here. I could open and close it. I could tilt front and rear all from right here. You got an electrical outlet, you got a nice ledge to put your arm while you're sitting back chilling out. Look at all this room here. Oh, my socks almost match. You got an area here you could put some chairs if you want to put them inside the trailer. This flips down, it comes with the bins. You have blanket storage here above the sofa, you could just drop in. So you have all the bedding that someone's gonna sleep here, you can just roll it all up and tuck it away. You have blackout curtains that go all the way across the front. Every window that opens has an insect screen. You got a speaker here, a speaker there, 2 more speakers, and a subwoofer, so there's 5 total. You got reading lights over here, they're really bright. JL audio stereo system, which is also Bluetooth. Roof lockers, all aluminum back. This has a 2,000 watt inverter on board, so you have several outlets, one in here. You have USB input to the stereo, your Ethernet. You also have an HDMI, so you can plug a Blu-ray player into the TV. There's an antenna booster for your radio and TV antenna. You could turn on that boosts the signal, so you can actually get signal. And the stereo has its own little cover built in. It's a marine stereo, so you can cover it. Owner's bag with all the manuals in here, and the wireless backup camera. Monitor case is right here. It's all in there. And beautiful shiny laminate here. Everything that's in this trailer is hand carried right through that entry door. It's different than most trailers. A box trailer, they put the floor down, they put all the furniture inside, and they build the box around it. So when it comes time for service, you either got to take a window or a slide out. Not Airstream. They build the shell complete, they put it on the chassis, and then they hand carry each and every one of these components right through this entry door. So the entry door is a little bit wider than the industry norm. To make this into a bed, you just slide this out, put the one cushion here, put another cushion here, and you got plenty of room. Look at all this room here. Oh yeah. The dinette also makes into a bed. Couple extra steps, not too bad. Another outlet here that's off the inverter system. You got a flip down storage over here. Subwoofer is underneath the dinette, and I like how this dinette is like a big piece of furniture. Look at that. That is cool. This flips down with the storage bin. Let me show you how one of these windows open. Might as well. Boom, twist, lift, 1 height, 2, 3, down, lock, privacy. Let's put that down like that. Vista view window, put it up. Same thing for those other 2. You have a max fan. I love these max fans. Check this out. Push the button, lid lifts up, fan comes on, rain sensor will shut it down when it rains. You could override the rain sensor. So if it's drizzling out and you still want the fan to operate, you could take the rain sensor off. You could set the interior temperature like 78 degrees. Once it gets below 78, that fan will shut off. Or you could just manually do it, or just shut it down. And it's easy to clean. I just cleaned mine recently. Take the screen off, just twist these. You could take the fan blade off with an Allen wrench, put it in the sink, wash it, dry it, put it up there, nice and clean. It was harder with some other competing brands. New for 2025, we got the 27-inch TV there. That's a smart TV. Beautiful picture on that. Look at that. That's the last video we just did last Thursday. Playing on YouTube, we're connected to our Wi-Fi here at our dealership. Let me show you how to put this dinette down. Easy peasy, look at that. Lift that bottom cushion up. Lift this bottom cushion up. Lift the table, undo it from the cleats. Oop, there's an outlet down there. That snaps in, this swings down. It centers, got little rubber grommets there. Then the backrest lays flat. It's got like a little contour to it that goes into like the little swoop of the seat. Beautiful stitching on all this ultra leather. Look at that beautiful job. Nice quality foam they use too. And you sit down, you're not bottoming out on the cushion. And then they squeeze right in place and it makes into another bed. Look at that. Plenty of room for 2 people in here. Easily accommodate 2 people. Up above we have our skylight with shade, interior film, and this kind of exterior thick dome up there. Up in front of that is the wine guard antenna. You can see visible through there. We get the MERV 7 filter system, intake for the air conditioning is easy to clean out. You gotta clean them, you gotta remember to clean them. How many people come in that are completely clogged with dust? They don't work right. They actually could damage them. Duct work, you could direction, you could shut off. You got all different lighting controls, so if you just want this lights on, you don't want these. Airstream gives you a lot of switches, but look at this bed. Another inverter outlet there next to the TV. This TV does not swivel, it's on a fixed mount. Each air conditioning and heat pump has their own control, and the furnace, which is propane, operates off of one of the thermostats. There's one here in the main area, and there's also another one in the bedroom. Another flip down over here. Now we're to the kitchen. Roof lockers, look at all that space. Privacy for here, you got light switch, solid surface countertop, nice stainless steel sink. This pulls out as your sprayer. It's a nice Moen faucet, not a plastic faucet. Trash pails integrated. You got double tier storage. Convection microwave option. So normally it comes with 3-burner gas cooktop with a gas oven attached to it. So these two drawers aren't here. And it comes with a regular microwave. If you get the convection microwave upgrade, that's upgraded to convection and you get 2 drawers. Pretty nice. Flip down storage, more storage, silverware organizer. The cutout is for your furnace return. This is cool, you know, if you want to light up the handles. I mean, not my thing, but some people really like that. And you could ignite each one of them off the igniter here. Drawer all the way out. Flip down. Cover. Cooktop ventilation with a light. Solar Victron display. This has a smart shunt, so you could download the Victron Connect app and you could see your battery capacity of air, or you could just look at it up here. There's the sea level 2 tank monitoring system. You can monitor your fresh tank and percentages from 0 all the way up to 100 instead of thirds or quarters. Gray waste, black waste, you can turn on your water pump. Don't tow the trailer with that on. People do it all the time. They flood out their trailers. Leave the pump off when you're towing. And then you can turn on and off your inverter system. Inverter system is for when you're not plugged into shore power. It allows you to power laptops and other devices that are under 2,000 watts for a period of time. You can turn it on and off from here. And now we go to the pantry space. Oh, look at this. Plywood with laminate. No particle board, no stickers. This is laminate, like Formica. This is ply, Italian light ply. 30% lighter than your standard birch ply you'd see at Home Depot. J-latch keeps it in place. Push latch keeps this in place. There's even a little bit of storage down there. Maybe you could put a little bottle of liquor. Privacy curtain for the hallway. Keeps this area private. Can't be a pocket door because the wheel wells are back here, right? So they have to use something like this. 9.7 cubic foot refrigerator with freezer. Look at the depth of that. This is a compressor style fridge. Those old propane fridges only went down partially, and people were always tempted to leave them on when they're towing, which is completely dangerous and fire hazard. Not with these compressor style fridges. They cool within an hour or two. They stay cool for a long time. And this uses about 8.8 amps per hour to run. You got 200 amp hours lithium batteries, 300 watts of solar, plenty of power. You can even slide that back if you want to put something tall. You got some removable bins on the bottom. All your controls on and off, temperature setting, night mode are all up top here. The brand is Norcold. Open this up, you got your battery converter charger with your breakers and fuses. Propane leaked and CO detector. Smoke detectors in the front over the lounge. In the hallway, you got your wardrobe here with 2 lights and a wardrobe rod. And with an Airstream, the service is built in. Let me show you. Look at this. Technician is to get in here, get access to the water pump for winterization or chase wires through. They build the hinges and the latches right in. A lot of RVs, you got to take the whole entire wardrobe out, or a lot of work to get to anything. Airstream builds the service right in. Porthole window here in the bathroom, gap on the top to allow ventilation. A privacy film skylight in the hall, and a magnetic. This is new. Look at that, it automatically locks. Pretty cool, no latch. This dumps into that 36-gallon black tank. Oh, we got the manual in there. Let's give it a flush. Ball valve opens and drops directly into the tank. Porcelain toilet. Got a towel bar, air conditioning duct. You got two. You got a bathroom fan. You can turn it on and off. You got a ledge. You got privacy. You got your tankless water heater control. If you're just general use during the day, you could set the temperature to 95 just for warm water when you're cleaning your hands. When you're ready to shower, set the temperature like 115, 120. Turn the faucet all the way on to hot, and then you have hot water. If you start mixing it too much, it's not going to kick the tankless water heater on. GFCI protected outlet, light over here, got storage, toilet paper holder, more storage, towel bar, mirror so you can check yourself out, and magnify. Whew. Back here we got your shower. It's all fiberglass in the bottom, fiberglass on the top. A lot of RV manufacturers just have fiberglass in the bottom, and then they use like some wall material. This goes all the way up, so it's easy to clean, easy to maintain. You got a couple little areas to caulk, but you're not caulking every seam. Got a clothesline in here. Got your shower wand. Really nice fixtures they give you. Look at that. Shower diverter, hot and cold. You got your drain into the gray tank. A light shower fan, just like the bathroom one. A hook for the clothesline, drain plug, always put that in when you're towing. And a ledge, which is the wheel well, but you could use it to sit down on. And you get some privacy film here, a magnet and a travel latch and a light. Privacy curtain for the hallway. Now check out this twin bed bedroom. Look at all the space. Queen beds are popular, but what it is a 60 by 75 inch bed that lifts up to get to additional storage, and you can walk around each side of it. With the twin bed, you get wider, 34 by 80. So 60 by 75, you cut that in half, 30 inches per person. You get 34 by 80, 34 by 80. Premium mattresses, really thick, comfortable mattresses. Everybody loves the Airstream mattresses. And you gain storage. We saw the extra trunks on the outside. They got storage here with little bins. You got storage here with two bins. And furnace duct over there. You even have a space at the foot of the bed. You want to shove some things in there. Both sides have that. Overhead roof locker, reading lights. Rear window also doubles as emergency, so the handles are red and you can pull the spline out. You got an outlet here. On either side there's USB A and C. You got a drawer for storage, and this box is that trunk we were in earlier. Over here we got your TV for the bedroom. This went up to a 22-inch on an articulating arm, and that's plugged into HDMI cable. It's 12 volt, both TVs are 12 volt, but they give you an inverter outlet just in case you needed to plug in other devices next to the TV off the battery system. If you look up, you have your second air conditioner. This is a 13.5. You got 4 ducts in here, so if you are not in the bedroom during the day, you could shut these off and dedicate more air that way, or vice versa. Now with the twin, check this out. You get this. These shelves are adjustable. You can remove them. You can hang shirts. And you get this. These do not exist on the queen bed model because you can't walk around the queen. So you definitely pick up quite a bit more storage, and they're the same price. There's not an upcharge for a twin. Bedroom lights are dimmable, and you have your second air conditioning control. These are both the GE profile air conditionings. Well, that about wraps up the tour of the all-new, and I say all-new because there's some improvements, 2025 Airstream International 30 RBT rear bedroom twin here at Colonial Airstream. Again, my name is Patrick Botticelli, and I'm a salesperson, so I would love to help you if you're interested in buying an Airstream. Our telephone number is 800-265-9019. You can visit us on the web at colonialairstream.com, and definitely check us out on YouTube. Oh, that's not me, different video. And Facebook and Instagram and TikTok. We do the long form videos and the short form videos, so whatever style you like, we do them both. But thanks for joining me today, and I'll see you next time.